Hey everybody, Milo McKay here, coming to you again from the overflow wall in my living room. I got a lot of stuff here. Today I wanted to show you guys my latest pickup. I got these yesterday. We'll do a little collection update because I picked up a couple movies yesterday. We'll start off here with John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Uh, 90s horror film. I'd never seen it before, heard it was good, wanted to watch it. Guy at Star Trek's video store I go to had a copy, so he held it for me. Kind of feel bad for it because he held it for me for 2 weeks. Actually, I need to rewatch this because I tried to watch it yesterday and I didn't pay attention. And it's just one of those things. This next one, old 80s horror film, Terror Train with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a good movie. I did watch this yesterday and I loved it. It's a good one. It's an interesting film. It's about a prank. The movie is about a prank that goes horribly wrong, and the guy that gets pranked gets his revenge by hopping onto a train with all the college people. While they're having a New Year's celebration, and kills off people. This next one is a B movie from the 1970s, starring Sam Elliott of all people, Frogs from 1972. By the way, for clarification, Terror Train is from 1980 and In the Mouth of Madness is from 1995. This is from 1972. This is old. But, you know, I like old B movies, so I decided to get it. It's one of those things where, like, I walked in the store and I was walking around after I got the other movies, and I see this on a shelf in the horror section, and like, ooh, I want that. This was the cheapest out of all of these I got too, because this one was $3, whereas the other two were $7.99 a piece, because they're apparently more rare. This was $3 though. Now, while I still got you here, a huge overflow wall. I used to have these movies in stacks on the side of this wooden counter I'm sitting at, which I'm not gonna show you because there's a lot of garbage around it right now. This used to be a glass table. They're sitting on this one, sitting on the edge right there. If you wonder what happened to the glass, well, funny story. Earlier this year in like January, I think, it was late at night. I was super stressed, and I got pissed off and I slammed my hand on a CD I had sitting on this table, and the middle glass part, which I had no clue was plate glass until it broke, shattered in 2 big pieces, as well as other little bitty pieces that I had to clean up. My hand went right through the glass somehow, and I didn't get cut. I did not get cut somehow. And so after that, I had to move most of the overflow that I had out here at that time in the bedroom where I normally do these videos, you know, on that cushion. And it was one of those things where like I almost like didn't think, because I had nowhere to store them for a while, so I almost thought about like not collecting for a while, to like give it up for a little while, because I had no space anymore because I destroyed the table and we haven't got it fixed or nothing. I didn't get in trouble for it, luckily though. Like, it was my grandmother's table and she wasn't mad about it. She was actually more happy I didn't get hurt. But it is what it is. For a while I used to keep them on like see how it's against the wall there now. That was the better solution, but I used to keep stacks like on the side of it, or just balanced. of the thing. And that didn't work out well because he kept falling and shit, and I had to pick him back up, worry about damaging discs and all that shit. If something like popped out of its center ring thing in the case. But instead I just decided to stack everything up against the wall in these big stacks. Look at all the Blu-rays right here. I normally don't collect Blu-rays all that much either, but you know, I decided to hell with it, I'm gonna do it anyways. There's a lot. This is mostly all Blu-rays except for this. The TV shows down here. And these three and this one. I got some Blu-rays over here too. As you can see, I got quite the overflow wall here. It's insane. Antrim, the most dangerous film ever made. If you guys want, I can do like reviews on some of the movies I have, or talk more about them in other videos if you guys want to know what some of these are about, if you're interested. Also, if you're interested in some of the movies I showed you guys on here, you can Google them, and if you have streaming services, watch them where available if you're interested. So, and I guess while I'm showing you guys overflow, I can show you this. This is my other overflow wall. This is actually a, I don't know if you can see what's going on here. This is like this weird shelf thing, which is kind of dirty because it's old. Basically, for the longest time, this was where my overflow was because I had nowhere else to put stuff for the longest time, so this is where I put it. If you don't know what those speakers are for, by the way, it's on my record player, which is up there. Same goes for the wires. The wires like feed up to the record player, and they have to be clamped in the thing so that it works. Anyways, this is where I keep most of my overflow. It's also where I keep my VHS tapes, which I don't use anymore. I wish I could. I need to get a VCR, because that would be a cool thing. But I have a bunch of VHS here. Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, Twister, Arachnophobia, which I need to get on DVD because I've been wanting to watch Arachnophobia for a while. Batman 1989. I think that's what that one is. There's Signs and Mallrats. And then the RoboCop VHS. I actually have more VHS tapes than that. They're in other places at the moment. But this was my overflow wall for a while. I got a lot of stuff in here. I have freaking CDs sitting at the bottom here. This is a Beatles anthology CD that I even have old Redbox movies. You might be wondering, oh, you didn't return your Redbox shit? You're one of those people? Well, no, it wasn't that I didn't return them. It was that when my dad had rented them, the movies that I have from Redbox for us to watch, he, I don't know how, but he somehow, apparently you can buy movies from there when they sit in the thing. Like, you can buy the rentals to keep, and that's what he did. Cause he did that with a couple movies. I got I have two that he actually bought from the thing because they were, whatever, they give you the option after they've been in there a while and nobody rents it, I guess. I don't know, I'd have to Google it. But apparently they give you that option after a while. But they do that, and then two of the movies, I have like 4 movies I think from Redbox. 2 of them are movies that were bought, and the other 2 are movies that we just didn't return because we forgot. I used to have like stacks of Redbox movies, like the old Redbox rentals, when I was a little kid, when it first became a thing, because like my dad would rent movies for me and my siblings, and we forget to return them. Mostly because my dad worked all the time because he was an electrician in the town we lived in, and so he worked like all day every day until like 8 o'clock at night, I think, and then he'd come home. And because of that, and because of all the other shit we had going on at the time, we just kept forgetting about him. So it was one of those things. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff up down here though. Fun with Dick and Jane, that's a good movie. Regular Show Season 3, the only regular show season I have on DVD. I need to find the others though. My Jackass films, Jackass number 2, Jackass the movie, which is over there, the Jackass TV show, Jackass 3.5, Jackass 3, and I do have the new one. Right there. Spaced Invaders, which that was really cheesy. From like the 90s, so Batteries Not Included, that was an awesome movie, I do like that one. Ash vs. Evil Dead, the complete series. Family Guy Part 3, which is the whole thing. This one here is... Trying to figure this out. Oh, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Really funny. Good Burger. Big Fish, which is a great movie. Toys, another good movie. Avengers Endgame. A sealed copy of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This one is actually, there's a funny story behind this one, or an interesting story behind this one. I bought this giant box of random assorted movies from Second and Charles. I'm sure you guys that watch the videos have heard of that store. And the box was $30. There was like 100 movies in it, I think. It was a lot. It said 50, but there was way more than 50 in the damn box. Well, I was digging through the box. Oh, this is a Walmart copy. It's a Walmart one. Well, I was digging through the box. I traded most of the movies in the box because they were mostly shit I didn't care to keep for my collection. There was nothing I cared for. A couple of films, but not much. And one day when I was digging through the trade stuff, this, came out of nowhere. It was behind a bunch of shit. I didn't even see it in the box. Of course, I actually already have a copy of this movie with the slipcover and everything, but my copy is not the cleanest thing in the world, and I need to replace it because it's very scratched up, so I kept this. Because I thought, fuck it, my copy's messed up anyways. Spider-Man Far From Home, I do have that. Oh, wires in the way. The Muppet Show Season 1. Damn, focus. Alright. The new Candyman, Ghostbusters Afterlife, the original 2 Ghostbusters films on Blu-ray. I got a bunch of stuff down here. If I go down here, I got Bunny, which this movie, this is a funny one to own for me. I'm not the biggest fan of it. The only reason I keep this is because this movie was made by my dad's best friend, or at least it was his best friend when they were kids, Daniel Benedict. That guy right there. This is one of Daniel's films, which his movies aren't the best, but I like his movies because it's funny to see what... It's funny because, my dad's childhood friend makes, these little B movies now, and that's why I kept this. I found this at my neighbor's house, actually. I guess he knew them or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. Besides, if you guys want to know more about this, you can. Daniel has a YouTube channel, Daniel Benedict. Just look at his channel. He's got a bunch of good videos on there. He's got stuff about Bunny, stuff about his latest film, The Bloody Man. And he's got other videos on there. He has one video on there where he and a buddy of his reacted to old VHS he had of him and my dad's Friday the 13th fan film from when they were teenagers, where my dad played Jason. And they were talking about his breathing and all that. It's pretty funny. They were making fun of it, talking about how stupid it was. It's pretty funny. But that's the reason I have that. That's why I keep that. I also have Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. That movie's pretty funny. My Adventure Time box set. That 70s Show, the complete series. I still have that one over here. I love this set. One of my favorite sitcom, actually. Blade Runner, the final cut. I need to get the version of this that has all the cuts on it, because this is just one of the versions of the director's cut. There's like 4 different fucking cuts, and there's one version of it that has all the cuts. It's like a DVD set. I need to get that. So, but it is what it is. I do have the American Pie films as well. This little set. Well, the first 3. I don't have American Reunion. I'd like to give that one because I haven't seen that. But yeah, this is my other overflow wall I've never showed you guys. And yeah, this thing is dirty. You can totally tell there's some dog hair on it. But there's not much I can do about it. When my basement flooded, I pulled this out of the basement. I had to get all my movies, what my collection was at that time, out. And that's why it's like all dirty and dusty, because I didn't like wipe it down or nothing. I really couldn't. There wasn't much I could do with that because I had no way to do it at the time. So, alright. Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.